WWE legend Hulk Hogan, aged 71, reportedly passed away on Thursday after a sudden cardiac arrest. And while the wrestling world is mourning, questions are already swirling around what might have led to this heartbreaking end. Reports suggest there has been no official confirmation of the exact cause. Yet many close to Hogan whisper that his health had been in steady decline for years. When you look back at the toll his career took on him, the picture starts to come into focus. It is said Hogan himself once revealed he had endured 25 surgeries in just a decade. Imagine that. 10 back surgeries. Both shoulders operated on. Knees and hips replaced on both sides. That alone is staggering, and to me, it shows just how much he sacrificed to keep entertaining the crowds. In one of his interviews, Hogan openly reflected on the dangers of the old wrestling rings. He described those early arenas as brutal, with uneven boards and hazards everywhere. "It was horrible," he said. He even admitted, almost regretfully, "I probably should have quit earlier, but I loved it, and the money was just crazy." Yet he added something that struck me deeply: he had no regrets. Even after everything, he owned every decision. And isn't that something we rarely see in today's world? Just months ago, in March 2025, Hogan reportedly underwent neck surgery to relieve severe pain. His representatives called it a quick turnaround, insisting he was recovering well. And only weeks later, his wife Sky Daly took to Instagram to shut down wild rumors that he was in a coma. "His heart is strong," she wrote, "and there was never any lack of oxygen or brain damage." She revealed, however, that he'd undergone a major 4-level cervical surgery, something that affects not just the spine but even the vocal cords and breathing tubes. That revelation alone makes you stop and think, just how much was he enduring behind closed doors? Medical experts have also weighed in since his passing. Dr. Mark Siegel, a well-known analyst, explained that Hogan's long history of injuries and even his admitted steroid use in the 1990s all added layers to the health battles he faced. Multiple replacements, endless surgeries, and finally that neck fusion surgery. According to Siegel, these likely contributed to a long, uphill battle that ended in Thursday's tragic event. It is worth noting, as Siegel pointed out, that professional wrestlers from Hogan's era often faced extraordinary risks: a high rate of heart disease, drug issues, and even early deaths. A University of East Michigan study found that wrestlers aged 45 to 54 were nearly 3 times more likely to die prematurely than the general population. Many never even made it to their 70s. Hogan somehow did. That alone speaks to his resilience. And then there's the emotional weight of the lifestyle itself. The constant travel, the pressure of being both an athlete and an entertainer, and the physical punishment night after night. In a 1994 court appearance, Hogan reportedly admitted under oath that he had used steroids for over a decade before finally stopping. That confession, controversial at the time, now feels like another piece of the puzzle. Cardiologist Dr. Bradley Serwer added a chilling perspective. Sudden cardiac arrest often strikes without warning. It was reported that he was experiencing good health until he collapsed, Serwer said, noting this pattern is common with heart attacks that lead to sudden arrest. And yet, despite all the pain, all the surgeries, and the relentless challenges, Hulk Hogan remained, in the eyes of many, a symbol of strength and spirit. As Dr. Siegel summed it up, he came to embody physical and spiritual vitality, and that is what he will really be remembered for.